Alrighty, today we're going to fix this. I don't know if you can see that in the pictures, but it's loose. She's a tad bit wobbly. We don't want that. So we've got to pull the steering wheel lock. We got to pull this collar off, along with the turn signal assembly and the tilt mechanism, and then down in here is 4 Torx bolts that we're trying to get to. Step 1, disconnect the battery. Otherwise the horn's going to go beep, 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 beep every time you touch it. Good. Okay, we're going to pull this. Real easy, just pops right off if there's no airbag. If there's an airbag, then there's more to it. And somebody's already been in here because the snap ring's missing. So we'll pull that nut off and be right back. Well, alright, now the moment of truth. Since the steering wheel has got aluminum down there, it's either going to pull it off or it's going to rip out the threads. Haha! A little more. Perfect. All right, now this little doodad. Oh, it's off. Okay. Now, I'll give you 2 of these. One of them's got the right threads for this. Hey, it's that one. Okay, so we thread that down, push this on here, and I always like to make sure that I'm away from the horn button, even though this thing didn't have a horn hooked up in it. I don't put my impact on this one And what we're looking for is right down in here, there's a little snap ring, and we just need it to come off. So we've relieved the pressure, and now we can see there's nothing between the snap ring and its partner there. So we are going to attempt to manipulate it off of there. Oh, oh, somebody's been in here before. Come on. You know you want to. Come on. Dang. This one being stubborn. Let's see here. The edge is catching. Oh, now you're gonna spin all the way around on me, huh? Okay. Let's just see about that. All right, you wanna go this side? Huh. Well, they're usually not that hard, but this one's a little loose. Hard to get a hold of. Alright. Now it's out of the hole. And then we can back this off. Alright. Then we get a little ring and the steering wheel lock, the horn. Now we got to take this Phillips out, these three Phillips down there, and this Phillips on the hazard here, and that'll get this mechanism where it'll pull out of our way. All right, for the hazard, little Phillips in here, and it's got a spring inside this thing. So when you take this off, there's a little spring in there you don't want to lose. So I try to keep it all together inside the horn button. All right, now the turn signal switch, the lever here has got this little bracket that hooks on with this. Then it just slips right out of there like so, and that grease is crunchy. We'll be putting something fresh back in there because it's nasty. All right, now let's get to the rest of them. Okie. Now that comes out, and then we need hopefully I didn't strip that out too bad. Let's see here. Find the right one. So can you see Ah, nasty. You want to see something nasty? Whoops. Not yet. All right. Tilt handle's got to come out, and this one was hard to break loose, like somebody put something on there. And then this little piece will slide up, so this can come out. And then kill it. So to get this off, we had to push a little slack up from the bottom of this ribbon here, and the one for the delay on the wipers. Okay, and now we got to get these two pins right here out, and then we're down to the mechanism. I don't think you can see down in that hole. Can't tell if it's pulling it or if we're breaking it or what. It feels like it's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out. I can feel it now. All right, and that's all that is. It just a little push-in pin that holds all that floppiness together, and that's what it takes to pull it. Let's do the other one. All right, so we're gonna go around and tighten all four of these because they are loose. I already hit these two. I like to go around and then get them all again. Let's see. Yep. That one's tight. That one's tight. That one's tight. And that one's tight. Alrighty, now we got to make sure that this, for the starter, it goes back in where it's supposed to go, because it latches on to this little plastic gear here, and that's what actuates the key. So all this stuff has to be back where it goes, and that spring lines up on this little pin here. We'll make sure that we get this cable, this not cable, but the wires for the delay on the wipers back in that hole, and we'll put it all back together. And I'm gonna just put a little hint of grease back on here that's not hard. Not much. You don't want a whole bunch in here. Just enough to keep it a little lubricated. I'm just trying to get it into the parts that move, or it'll spread it around. And a little bit in the bearings, because you know they need it. This thing's been here since 1989, and she's a little dry in there. So we'll just give her a little bit, not a lot. You don't want a whole bunch in here. Get hot and melt out on your leg or something. Oh. All right. And we'll come back after we fight it on. Okay. Now this slots into this little aluminum piece there and hooks back onto our turn signal switch with, where'd it go? There it is. There we go. Alright, now we just got to make sure that little ring gets back in the groove and retains it. It doesn't pop off of there. Alright. Got some little plastic tabs that snap onto this. There we go. All right, and those are all on. And then the steering wheel. She's tight, ain't got no more play. So, horn button, which doesn't work. There's nothing connected to it, and then a little trim piece, and that's it.